everyone, it's Rivka, and today we're going to be doing the plan with me of January 1st through January 7th. It is the first week of the new year, and I'm hoping to be able to keep getting these videos out to you in a timely manner. So right now I'm going to show you what washi's I'm using. One of them I'm going to use for the borders and one of them for decoration. Sorry, two of them for borders. I kind of forgot about that. Alright, so I'm just going to jump into it, and I'm going to be starting to lay out the washi. And I think the first washi I'm going to do is, I tend to start from the bottom, I've noticed, and I'm just going to use the Happy New Year gold washi, and this came from Recollections, the holiday box, which, it had a bunch of different holidays and happy birthday in there and stuff like that. And one thing about the Happy Planner is that sometimes they have sayings at the bottom that I do actually like and don't want to cover up. So when that happens, I cut the washi around it so that I still have the decoration and the phrase, and it's a win-win. So that's what I'm doing here. I tried to make sure that, at least for the first part, the Happy New Year was intact, and then from there I just let the washi do as it wants, so to speak. And I'm just going to use this 6-inch metal ruler to cut it off and keep going. I do want to say that I actually just finished recording the January month, so that should be linked down below. I hope you guys check that out as well. And the lighting, I do want to just make note of, I was using natural lighting, so it was a little bit difficult to control it, and I apologize for any of the weird shading and lighting. Hopefully I will get better at that, at figuring out a better setup. I am in a fairly new place and haven't done much recording in it. So with this top washi, right now what I'm trying to do is make sure that it doesn't cover up the word January in the corner. The black and white January just worked really well with the spread, and there was no reason to cover it up. And with the numbers, you can kind of see them through this washi, and usually I will try to white them out or put sticker paper over them, but I knew which numbers I was going to be using, and I knew that they were going to cover it, so I wasn't too worried about it either showing through the washi or peeking at the bottom. And now I'm going to do the sides, and the washi I'm using here is a black and white striped, diagonal striped, that I had gotten either a year or maybe 2 years ago from the Target Dollar Spot, or Bullseye's Playground, whatever it's called at this point in time. And there isn't much washi on this roll, but it is a fairly decent one, so I'm glad I have it. One thing about this year, at least in the beginning, I'm trying to work through as much of my old washi as possible. I don't want it to just sit and go bad. And I know I have several years, I'm sure, before it really goes bad, but why waste it? Why wait? I might as well use it. So I'm not buying any washi for a little while until I've worked through some of my rolls. And actually in the past, 2 weeks, I've actually finished a couple rolls, which was really cool and nice to know that I'm actually enjoying it and it's worth getting the washi because I use it. It's not like I use it for 2 seconds and then it's done. I actually use a decent amount of it. So what I did right there is I don't like to waste, even though I'm trying to work through my washi. And so what I did was I cut off the excess from one side and I put it on the other because there was still plenty, even more excess on this, and there was no reason to waste 2, let's say, strips of washi. And it just works perfectly because the sizing of this washi definitely allows for it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but it makes it pretty and not wasting. Okay, so I'm just gonna rip these off, and then I believe the next thing that I'm going to do is put down those stickers. And these stickers that I have had in my collection for a while. I don't even know where I got them from at this point, but they are nice black, almost scripty kind of numbers, and they do cover enough of the number that's underneath it that it wasn't a problem. A little bit of the other number did show through, but you have to be like really looking at it, so it wasn't a big deal to me. And I'm just using tweezers because, especially with more flimsy stickers like this that are thin and delicate, it definitely helps me line it up where my fingers aren't in the way of seeing it, and I can place it exactly where I want. And this one actually came in a set of 4 that I bought from, I believe, Dollar King or King Dollar. I don't remember. I know there's 2 different stores. One's Dollar King, one's King Dollar. And I don't remember which one of those is here in California. So whichever one it is in California, that's the one that I got it from. And I've had it for a while. I believe about a year, 6 months, a year, something like that. And they've been all holding up. They're different shapes. So I like this one for stickers because I can get in it at an angle. But they're all great, and I really do like using tweezers for this kind of thing. So yeah. And I like having tweezers on hand. They really do. They work for a lot of crafts because you can get detailed and don't have to worry about your finger being able to get in there or not. And I just noticed I have an ink stain on my finger. That is very attractive. Alright, so I'm finishing laying these out here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that other washi that I had showed you, and I'm just going to decorate. So this one says cheers, and again, this one also came in the Recollections holiday washi box. It was the same kit, and I just thought cheers went nicely. And this is mostly a black and white spread with a little bit of gold pops, so it went really well. And I am trying to make it where it has the full words and didn't cut off mid-word. So it was pretty successful. Right there I kind of didn't get there, so I was trying to readjust and see which words, because each one's lettering was a different size, would fit perfectly, and I found it. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to be doing is this washi, and this washi doesn't quite go with the theme, but it's the washi that I've been using for my son's winter vacation. I used it for the first week of his vacation, and on the original month spread that I had it on, I forgot to put it on my January monthly spread, but I go back afterwards. You don't see that in the video. And I do mark it with this washi because I wanted it all to go. And it's not like this washi went badly with this spread, so it went nicely. What I'm trying to do right now, a little bit difficult for me apparently, was line it up because I didn't have a normal edge on the other side because of where I put the cheers washi. But I did want it to line up once it was in my planner. I'm a little OCD like that. So what I did was I made them as close as possible and then lined it up kind of on top of each other and then cut it off. And it worked really well. And this red and white washi, I believe, also came in that holiday Recollections box. And I'm just using Sharpie to write on it. And I haven't found it to smudge, especially if you leave it for, a few seconds so that it can dry. And I just wrote what it was, and that line marks that that's the end of vacation. I don't mark the weekends because he wouldn't have school then anyway. So I put down the flag to mark that it was a flag flying day, and I'm going to be using this Me and My Big Ideas sticker book again for the BU sticker to cover the notes so that I didn't have that color there. That sticker book has a lot of stickers that are easily used for that because the size just works perfectly. And I did the same thing in my January monthly spread. That was actually the sticker I originally planned to use for that, but I switched them up and I used a different one, so I used this one here. And I'm using the Happy New Year washi again to mark down the fact that it is New Year's Day. the Happy Planner marks down days like the New Year or Christmas and stuff like that on the monthly spreads, but not on the weekly. So I made sure to note that. Plus, it popped really nice. So that seems to be it for now. I'm going to fill it in as I go throughout the week and know what I'm doing. I hope you guys enjoyed the spread, and we'll stay tuned for the next one. I will have the January monthly one linked down below, like I said, and I hope you subscribe for more. Thank you again. Have a great day and a Happy New Year.